Alright, pleasant good day. Today we have a Nissan Almera with a QG, is a 50? QG16 cable throttle. We're getting some losing power and acceleration. So we just go in and go for a test drive to confirm the customer complaint. So right now we're just setting up the scan tool so we could check the live data, so we could rule out if it's a fuel delivery problem early. Alright, so what we're doing, we're just checking the mass airflow, take the engine speed, coolant temperature, calculated load, close shutter position, absolute shutter position. Unfortunately, this one does not have the O2 sensor. Right, so this one be a little challenging. Right, the idle a little high. 900 RPM. Right, so we're going for the test drive to confirm the symptoms. Alright, so the problem is not misfiring. The problem is we just losing power on the acceleration. So it could be, if we're lucky, it's just a calibrated TPS. As long as it's not a transmission issue. So we will recalibrate the TPS and see if that resolves the issue. When he accelerating, it's holding back. Right, so what we're going to do is do a scan, do a health report, scan all the modules, see if it pull any code. The engine didn't pull any code. Right, the engine didn't pull any code, so now we're looking for. Alright, so when this is done, we'll check and see what codes it pull. Right, so after we carry it for the drive, and we're on the TCM here, so we see closed shutter position off. It's showing that at 0.03 out of 8 on the shutter position, and the shutter position sensor saying 6 volts, right? So I'm going into the engine and we'll see the difference. Right, so now we're on the engine. So if we watch the engine, the closed shutter position saying on, the throttle sense voltage is the same thing as the transmission, and then the absolute shutter position is 0%, whereas it was 0.3 out of 8 on the transmission, right? So now we need to get both of them to say on, both of them to say 0. So there's where the calibration coming in here. Right, I wouldn't show the calibration because I need my both hands and I had to go and deal up with here. That screw there, and then the TPS and the scan tool. So after we calibrate it, we'll carry it for a test drive to confirm the solution. Well, the fix. Alright, so we finished with the TPS calibration. So we had the feeler gauge there, and it's saying off. Right? We're taking it out, saying on. No feeler gauge. No feeler gauge on. Feeler gauge off. Right, you see it's saying 0, 0.5. Right. So now we go in and go to the engine module and see what that's saying. Right, so now we're on the engine module. So the transmission was saying on. Now the engine module is saying off. And you realize now the engine module is saying 8.1%. So now we need to get both of them to say on. So there's now where we have to do the key cycles inside the vehicle, and then both of them will calibrate. So I switch, you know, I pause in to do the key cycles, and then we will resume. Right, so without both of them saying on, engine still saying off, car start, idling high. When it reach operating temperature, it might start a hunt. So I just put in a bit big for the coolant temperature. Right. So it would have been hunting by no problem. By just idling high. So we're going to do the calibration and see what's going on. Right. So we do what we have to do inside. Engine saying on, absolute throttle position 0, coolant temperature 84, TPS voltage 0.5. So I go in on the transmission now. Right, so we just doing all the general inputs. Right, so close throttle on the transmission as well. TPS sense 0.5 volts, so there's the TCM, right? So it reading correct on both of them. So I'm going outside and we will hear the idle drop. Right, so the idle drop, since we calibrated and both of them reading correct. Right, so we calibrated, we're going to correct fast spin. See how it pulling on the acceleration, and then we'll screw back up the shield for the for that business. Alright, so when we test drive there, we're going down the same hill, come back up and see if we get the same problem. Right, so although we calibrate, we get the same problem. So the next thing we'll do is we'll do an insulin pressure test and see if we get if the catalytic converter is still in it and if it back pressure. Yeah, so although we flowing, same problem. Alright, so after we calibrated the TPS, we wasn't getting through. So now we doing a fuel pressure test, and right now we could see we're real low. For a QG cable type, we're supposed to be getting about 37, I think 34 PSI. Let me say 30 PSI minimum. Right now we're getting about 15 PSI. So that's not looking good there. But they say they changed the fuel pump already. So we're going and try to start. Right? We're going and try to start and see what's going on. Right? And we just checking here to no fuel leaks. It have a fuel filter there. Or they change the filter?
Yeah, change that filter.
Right, so they change the filter there. Right, try to start. Right. So at idle, we barely reaching 20 PSI. on the fuel pressure. Now, if it had an O2 sensor, we'd be able to pick it up when we was thinking. Right, so it's showing here low vacuum. Right, I'm jacking the hose from the fuel pressure regulator to see if it just plug this hole somewhere. Right, so we unjack the hose from the fuel pressure regulator. Nothing. No increase. Right, so yeah, it's supposed to increase as we jack it, as we unplug it. So what I would do is squeeze the return line and see if the pressure is building. So we're gonna know if it's the regulator or if it's the pump. So we squeeze off the return line. No change on the no change on the pressure. So looking